Hey guys, this is your girl Kiba right here in Kiba Space. Thank you again for joining me on another great video. And today, as a tradition, my grandmother would have it, she loved a good fish broth. And today, that's what we're creating, a really great fish broth. So let me get washed up, let me get prepped up, and we'll get started. Feel like I'm born again, feels like I'm burning up. So guys, while my pot gets heated up, on here I'd like to tell you a few things I have here. I have 2 green plantains. If you want, you can use green fig. And I have a small yellow yam. Yep, so plantains and a yellow yam, and of course the fish. This is the start of a fish broth. You need a really good fish. So today I have kingfish. I bought a really small one because it's just me and 1 or 2 friends. All right guys, so yes, I managed to season that up real good with my green seasoning. Go ahead, check that out. So yeah, you need plantains, you need yams, and you're gonna need a whole bunch of little things because it's really all about the water. So yeah, I have my meal pot. So meal pot really consists of 3 items. Most soups start with onions, celery, and carrots. So yeah, that's what we're starting with. I have 2 little grated garlic. I have a pimento, I have some green onions, yes, and it's all about flavors. So I have fresh thyme and I have a small bay leaf. Yep, yeah, these things go well in there. That's an okra. I have some frozen okra, and I have a scotch bonnet. It's all about flavors, and you're gonna need a lemon. So guys, it really is all about the flavors. So since you've seen all that I have to start to go with, and you're gonna need a little bit of spaghetti. Yep, yeah, no macaroni in here. It's all about spaghetti. You know how I like spaghetti. All right, so this is us right here, and as you can see, this is not gonna make a lot, but it's going to be well seasoned. So I'm gonna put like 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there, and that is just to work on. Make sure your pot is nice and hot. My pot has been on for a little bit. Onions, half cup of onions. So I had a medium onion that I diced. You got carrots, and you got celery. And if you start most of your soup like this, by sweating these ingredients, you're gonna have a really nice soup. We're gonna let that sweat for 2 minutes, and then we're gonna come in and add some water, some boiling water. So I'm going to put the kettle on again, and we're going to add some boiling water, and that's how you begin your soup, people. So let's pull this bad boy off, see what's under the hood. Yep, so yeah, they're all nice and brighter than you left them, and your onions are opaque, translucent, and so it's time to add the boiling water. Now, because I know most people don't have stock, we're going to use boiling water. All right, you can go ahead and add about 1/4 of a gallon, 2 pints of water, boiling water, and let that finish boil in there. And this is where you start building your flavors. So you can take out the water in the back. Anytime you need to add water to it, you add boiling water, you add hot water, or else it's going to have to start over the process by coming to a boil. So you let that come to a boil for itself. And yes, so I've just added some garlic, and it's nice and perfumous, and this is where I add my provision. When the water comes to a boil, plantains, yams, yellow yam, put that in there, because now it really is all about those flavors. All right, so I'm putting in thyme and bay leaf, and I'm gonna let that come to a boil. I'm gonna let that cook some, and then I'm gonna add some more ingredients in there. All right, so we're back. It's 10 minutes and we're checking it twice. Yes, it's been boiling. All right, and this is where you want to take your stove down, because now you're building a lot more flavors. I had my stuff cut very, very small. If you look, you can see there, yeah. So they started to cook, and I can't tell you how much, but I break those in two. This is my spaghetti, and spaghetti is going to work like you would if you had macaroni. All right, so I like spaghetti in there to break it up. We're gonna add a little more water, a little more hot water, and I'm gonna add 3 okra. Okra is slimy, and okra gives a lot of things, but if you don't break it, you get what's inside of the okra in there. And so what I did is I wanted different shapes. So I have circular carrots. It was 1 carrot I used 1 carrot, 1 celery, and half of an onion. The onion looked like it was a lot, but so yes, this is where we start beautifying our soup. This is my pimento. Flavor. As any good Trinidadian would tell you, we use ketchup and everything. Well, I like ketchup for, I'm just gonna use a tablespoon of ketchup for this. It gives you a little bit of sweetness. I want pepper. I have lemon pepper today, not black pepper. You can go ahead and squeeze a fresh grinder. So I'm gonna get about a teaspoon of lemon pepper in there. You want that to come to a boil so that when you put the fish in, everything is has to simmer. So the fish is last. Fish cooks very, very fast. So I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of salt to this. No more. Yeah, maybe a little less. But yes, we'll taste it and see if it have enough, and we'll add more if we need to. But yes, add if you like okra, go ahead, add more okra to your fish broth. And it's starting to look just the way I like it. I know a lot of people like goldenry. I am not a fan. Hence the reason you don't see me having goldenry up here. We're gonna just let that come back to a boil, and then we're gonna add the fish. All right, it's been a couple of minutes and I'm seeing steam coming out this side. I can smell those ingredients going. Yes. So now that we are all boiling, we're all boiling. So this guys is the money maker. You want to squeeze some lime, because trust me, fish can be very bounteous. Some extra lime in there, extra lemon in there, and you let that simmer. Fish cooks very fast, so we get about 15 minutes, just because you want it to cook all over. So I'll have my pot on about 3, and we'll come right back and see how this bad boy looks. So it's been a good 20 minutes in. You don't want to dig this up too much, because you don't want to break up your fish. That is key. Well guys, look at that broth. Look at that broth. So we're gonna taste to see if we have all the salt that we need, and maybe to add anything else. But that's quite good. Maybe a little more salt, just a tad bit more salt. So we're adjusting seasoning. So we add another teaspoon of salt right there. And you want to check to see if the yam is well cooked. This is yellow yam, guys. And I can go just a tad bit more. So we're gonna leave this for next another 5 minutes. The seasoning is key. And I like ketchup, so I want to add a little more ketchup for a little more body, and that will be all. Everything else is cooked. Alright, so remember, you're leaving this to simmer. You don't want to prep with it too much because you might burst this bad boy. This bad boy burst, problems for you. So guys, we all done. You take these nice little green onions here and you splash them on top, and you let the aromatics finish do its work. But right now, it's all about eating time. It's lunchtime here in Kiba's place, and I'm about to take it down. So yeah, you've seen it. As my sister would say, it's all about the water. It's good for you. You're back. So yeah, go ahead, subscribe, tell a friend, tell another friend, and yes, give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Share. I'll see you next time right here.
And I dance every night Sunday, eat my torment and my shame.